So the Honda Civic is by far the most popular enthusiast car of all time. They're dirt cheap, lightweight, and have a ton of aftermarket support, which makes them a perfect pick for new or veteran car enthusiasts. When it comes to the Honda Civic, I think we can all agree that we've seen it all. From insane show car builds all the way down to the riced out junkers, I think it's safe to say that every single boundary has been pushed with the Honda Civic. That is until this guy decided that his Civic was destined to be a Chevy Silverado. Yep, you heard that right. Today we're going to be talking about arguably the wildest Honda Civic that you've ever seen. Before we get into today's video, I'm going to interrupt with a quick word from our sponsor, Ekster. If you're anything like me, you've probably been carrying around an old school bulky leather wallet for at least the last decade, and I think it's time you ditch that brick and get yourself the wallet of the future. Now this right here is called the Parliament, and I've been carrying it every day for about a week now, and I can honestly say that this is hands down the best wallet I've ever owned. It's made of premium Italian leather, holds up to 12 cards plus cash, has a built-in RFID blocker, and is available in 6 different colors. While you're at it, go ahead and get yourself the tracker card too. It only takes a couple minutes to set up and allows you to track your wallet worldwide through their lost and found network. The card is solar powered, so all you got to do is leave it in the sun for 2 hours and it's charged for 3 months. Now, if the Parliament isn't your style, they have tons of different options as well as bags, phone cases, and other accessories. So head on down to the description, click the link, and use code OLDIE at checkout for an additional 5% off on top of the Valentine's Day sale that ends on February 14th. So today I wanted to talk about this Civic that keeps popping up everywhere on all my social media platforms. I first saw this car a few months ago when someone posted a video of them running into it at a gas station.
Seen a little bit of rally car headlights before. This is over the top. I'm digging that. Chevy Silverado headlights, and I don't know if that's a Mopar. It's like a neon. Pretty cool.
Before we even talk about the front end of this car, I want to address the fact that the guy who recorded this video said that it looks like a Dodge Neon. My brother in Christ, how have you been on this earth for as long as you have and still don't know what a Civic looks like? If you take 2 seconds to walk around to the back, it literally has a Honda badge on the trunk. Anyways, that's besides the point. Obviously, the elephant in the room is this Civic with giant Silverado headlights mounted with some questionable bodywork. When I first saw this, my immediate thought was, now I've definitely seen it all. From what I can tell, they look like 2008-ish Silverado headlights, and the guy went and made some custom shrouds to go around it as well. And after watching that video, I had a good laugh, figured it was just some random crackhead that wanted to be different, and moved on with my day. That is until a few days ago when this car popped up on my TikTok For You page, and this time it had some more custom work done to it. Turns out that this guy actually has a TikTok page that seems to be dedicated to this car, and not only does it have Silverado headlights, but he's also somehow turned it into a dually. Never in my life did I think that I would see a Civic that is slowly being transformed into a truck. Now I know what you're all thinking, what the fuck? And trust me, I'm right there with you, but hear me out on this. My initial thoughts after seeing this obviously aligned with almost everyone else in the comments of these TikToks. This looks absolutely ridiculous, this is so dumb, and why would anyone do this? But after watching all of the videos this guy has made on this car, I'm honestly so deeply invested into this, and I have to know how it ends. First, this guy goes and slaps on Silverado headlights and fabs up shrouds for him, and that alone is kind of impressive whether or not you think the bodywork is good or not. The fact that he went and custom made something to make it fit is pretty crazy. Next, this guy somehow makes an adapter to add an extra wheel on each side, now making this Civic a dually. And to finish it all off, it looks like he took trailer fenders and welded them onto the quarters, essentially completing the look. Now, if I'm being honest, I'm still super conflicted with this car. On one hand, as someone who owns a 2000 Civic and realizes these cars are getting harder to find in good shape, it pains me a little bit to see this car getting hacked to pieces like this. From what I can tell, it looks like it was a super clean and stock car before all of this happened. But on the other hand, I've literally never seen anyone do anything like this, and I need to know where this is going. If you ask me, it seems like the next logical step with this car is to add tow mirrors. If you're slowly turning this Civic into a truck, you gotta add tow mirrors. And then I think to finish off the whole thing, you have to go big. I'm talking chopping it up and turning the rear into a truck bed. We've definitely seen this done before, so we know it's possible, but we the people need to see this happen. I tried to find this guy on Instagram, but unfortunately I couldn't come up with anything, which is honestly a huge bummer. If you guys have any information, if he has an Instagram, a Facebook page, YouTube channel, anything like that, be sure to let me know, because I'm like super invested into this and I kind of want to see where it goes. But all we really have right now is his TikTok, which I'll have on the screen during most of this video. And based off of his profile, it looks like he does CNC work for a living, which would explain how he was able to make those adapters for the rear wheels. But clearly this guy has a good outlook on life, and he's just there doing this for fun and enjoying it, even though he gets a ton of hate in the comments. Me personally, I kind of see this as an opportunity for us to get behind this guy and sort of motivate him in order to see where this thing goes. Whether you like the car or not, I think we can all agree that this is pretty hilarious and definitely something that we've never seen before. I just want to say that if the owner of this Civic is watching this video, I really hope you slap some tow mirrors on it and turn the rear into a truck bed. We need to see that. And I hope no matter how much hate this guy gets, he keeps on doing his thing and bringing us content on the Civicato. Yes, I'm going to call it the Civicato because it's a Civic with Silverado. Okay, anyways. I think the best part about this whole thing is the comments that this guy gets. Sure, most of it is just pure hate, but there are some pretty funny things being said about this car in the TikTok comments and all over the internet. And I think my personal favorite comment is this guy on Reddit who said the owner properly mounted the Civic to the headlights. And when you really look at it, this guy is spot on. Those headlights are so big on that car, and it really does look like the Civic is mounted to the headlights. Reddit is having an absolute field day with this thing. So if you're interested in reading through the comments, I'll link the thread down below in the description. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you love this thing or do you hate it? Obviously, this isn't how most of us would modify our cars, but you got to give the guy props for doing something this wild. If you're on board with the Civicato, let me know down below what your thoughts are on it. I think this thing is absolutely hilarious, even though it does pain me to see a 99 2000 Civic get cut up. I think it's awesome. I think the guy's doing his thing, and I hope he keeps on doing it, and I hope we eventually get to see it with some tow mirrors, a truck bed on it, and all that good stuff. So we'll just have to wait and see. If you made it this far into the video, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Feel free to hit that subscribe button because it really does help. And if you want to see how car culture is horrible in 2023, click the video on the screen now. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video.